Ano na ba mangyayari? Mamamatay na ba tayo? Magkakaroon ba ng zombie apocalypse? Yan yung mga bagay na na-experience natin during the first part of the pandemic. Pero all right, guys. Good morning and welcome to another edition of Sulong Negosyo web series. And I'm Aris Aquino and I will be your host for today's webinar series. Kamusta po kayo lahat? And I hope you are doing a great morning. Today is February 26. Masayang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ayan, so let me just share my screen with you guys sa ating mga... We're actually live on Kumu. So hello, Kumu. This is our first time uh, uh, broadcasting sa Kumin. Also, we will be live on Facebook later on. So, ang topic po natin is all about financial management for your businesses and for also for personal finances. So, let me share my screen now para sa ating mga Facebook viewers. Sa ating mga Kumu, unfortunately, hindi po natin makikita yung ating presentation for now. Hold on, let me just share my screen. All right. So welcome to Sulong Negosyo free web series for small business owners dahil dito ang MSMEs ang bida. Now, Sulong Negosyo is Boost MNL's advocacy project focusing on supporting and empowering our fellow startups and small business owners via knowledge sharings and business matchings. Yan. So shout out, hello again. We are live on Kumu and also we will be broadcasting on Facebook later on. So kamusta kayo dyan? And I hope you are doing fine. Today is February 26, tulad na na-mention ko kanina. And ganun kabilis, no? Matatapos na ang February, March na. So summer, the heat is on, ika nga, no? So kamusta kayo lang? Hopefully you are doing just fine. So just a few commercials before we start our show for today. So don't forget to follow our social media pages. Our Facebook group that's at Sulong Negosyo PH. So if you're a small business owner or an entrepreneur, just if you would like to have a community with like-minded individuals, just follow us at the Sulong Negosyo PH. Now, our company, that's Boost MNL Tech. You can also follow us at Instagram and Facebook. That's Boost MNL Tech. We are a SaaS provider company. And also, you can watch our previous episodes and other knowledge that we share via LinkedIn and YouTube. That's at Boost MNL. All right. So for today's episode, ang title po ng ating episode for today is Kumusta ang Bulsa? So this is our episode 9 already, and we will be talking about how to revive your cash flow during the pandemic. No? So it's all about pera. Pag-usaping pera, medyo sensitive yan. And I hope you will be learning a lot from me today, especially if you will be using, if you have a business or if you will be discussing about personal financing, then that will be our topic for today. But before that, and just a few more commercials for you guys. Thanking our sponsors. First would be GCash. If you don't have a merchant account yet, is your business on GCash? Enjoy the benefits of having your own GCash merchant account at no cost while enjoying exclusive deals. And i-GCash mo na ang negosyo mo. So if you have any questions or inquiries about GCash, email support at boostmnl.com for details. And yan, like I mentioned, Boost MNL Tech is a SaaS provider. It's a subscription. We actually create mobile app for subscription. So we are already on our testing or our beta stage. So we are looking for beta testers sa ating mga initial users. Ika nga, we are providing free full access for property and request management system for property managers and their tenants. So join our pilot group. So support at boostmnl.com. If you are a business, ayan, click ko lang tong video. Sayang hindi nag-play. Maganda pa man din yan. Yan, presentation na yan. So if you are a business or a property manager at ang property mo ay nasa Quezon City, Makati, or Taguig, you can join our pilot group. So email support at boostmnl.com. So be an innovator and receive exclusive benefits using our bellhop suite of applications. All right? And then, ayan, tulad ng sinabi ko, Bella Partners, it's like Grab Food, but for service providers. We are available on the App Store and also on Google Play if you're using an Apple phone or Android phone. Get free full access for service providers naman in BGC, QC, and Makati. Again, join the pilot group, support at boostmnl.com. And then, right. So we are also launching our digital product, this 365 days of social media content for your food business done for you. Now, ito para sa mga businesses po no, na nahihirapan na nagkakaroon ng challenge pag-post ng mga social media contents nila online. So mahirap mag-isip, ano nga ba post mo for tomorrow, for the next day, for the rest of the week. So for this social media content kit, we are actually helping and we are providing the solution for food businesses here in Metro Manila, the Philippines. So later on, we will be discussing kung anong ba ang laman ng itong 365 days social media calendar kit or content kit. So for the whole year, we will be providing you the calendar and planner. You also have the templates, hashtags, topics, posts and quotes, captions, and a lot more. So if you would like to know more about this wonderful product, go to https://digitally social.company.site. So that's where you can find about the product, the social media content kit. And then, all right, so we are now starting our episode 9, Kumusta ang Bulsa. But before that, we will have a commercial muna. We would like to thank our sponsor.
Hi GCash partners! Welcome sa tutorial video tungkol sa GCash Scan to Pay. Sa video na ito, ituturo ang proseso ng pagbayad ng GCash Scan to Pay gamit ang GCash app. Tatalakayin din ang bawat hakbang sa pagproseso at ang magiging experience ng customer at ng frontline. Simulan na nating talakayin ang mga hakbang na gagawin ng mga customer sa pagbayad gamit ang Scan to Pay via GCash app. Step 1, si customer ay magla-login sa GCash app. Step 2, itatap ni customer ang Pay QR icon na makikita sa GCash app. O kaya, simply swipe left para mascan ni customer ang merchant QR keycard. Step 3, si customer ay mag-enter ng amount na babayaran. Step 4, makikita ng customer ang detalye ng transaction upang i-review kung tama ang amount na na-enter at kung tama ang pangalan ng merchant. Kailangan i-proceed ng customer ang transaction sa pamamagitan ng pag-tap ng confirm button. Step 5, si customer at si frontliner ay makakatanggap ng text notification mula sa 2882 na kinukumpirma na successful ang pagbayad ni customer. Ano naman ang mga hakbang at experience ni frontliner sa pagbayad ng Scan to Pay gamit ang GCash app? 4 na madadaling hakbang lamang ang dapat tandaan ni frontliner. Step 1, si frontliner or cashier ay magte-take ng order o magsascan ng mga bilihin ni customer. Step 2, sasabihin ng frontliner ang total amount na dapat bayarin ni customer. Step 3, kailangan hintayin ng frontliner ang text notification mula sa 2882. Ito ay confirmation na successful ang transaction. Tandaan, kailangan i-check ni frontliner ang mga sumusunod na impormasyon para ma-validate na bayad na ang customer. Petsa at oras ng transaction, halaga na binayaran at transaction reference number. Step 4, pwede na mag-issue ng OR si frontliner sa customer. Ang simple, di ba? Congratulations! Handa ka nang tumanggap ng GCash Scan to Pay payments gamit ang GCash app.
Alright, and we are back. So episode 9, Kumusta ang Bulsa? Yan po ang topic natin for today. And let me just share my slides for you. I have that on another presentation. There you have it. So, ayan, like I mentioned a while ago, ang topic natin, it's all about financial management during the pandemic. But before that, let's take a step back, no, kung ano nga ba ang nangyayari, especially now during the pandemic or during the outbreak, which is actually last year. dahil isang taon na po tayong part ng pandemic na to dahil sa COVID-19. No? So economy during the pandemic, this is a global activity. During the global economic plunge, sabi nga nila, it is the worst recession since World War II. So ibig sabihin po ng recession, no, there's a slowdown in economic activity. Lahat ng business opportunities, lahat ng pagpasok ng pera, paggastos ng tao, yan ang recession na tinatawag, nagkaroon ng slowdown. And on a global scale, ito na daw yung worst recession since World War II, no? So, dahil lang sa pandemic na ito, nagkaroon tayo ng worst recession. Ano pa ba ang effect nito sa ating global economy, no? Nagkaroon ng stock prices, nagbabaan yung mga prices. So, nag-plummet down, sabi nga nila, no, during the start of the outbreak. Nagbagsakan ng presyo ng mga stocks prices dahil sa COVID-19. Yan. Tapos, because of that, ang world economies nag-struggle with rising unemployment dahil nga maraming nagsarang businesses because of the COVID-19. Maraming pong nawalan ng trabaho. So yan, no, isa yan sa mga effect ng pandemya sa buong mundo. And lastly, nagkaroon ng problema sa global tourism. Alam naman natin, since due to the restrictions na nilatag ng bawat bansa, no, so nahirapan yung mga tao na mag-travel, no, so nagkaroon ng problema sa global tourism. Now, kung ano man ang effect ng pandemya sa ating on a global scale, of course, naramdaman din natin yan dito sa Pilipinas. There was a Philippine economic decline, ika nga. And if it's a global recession, also here in the Philippines, we are actually experiencing a recession which broke 30 years of uninterrupted growth. Imagine mo nga, no, we had a steady growth for the last 30 years, and because of this COVID-19 pandemic, nagkaroon ng slowdown sa economy ng Pilipinas. And also, record level unemployment rate of 17.6%, which is equivalent to 288 million individuals. So, imagine niyo, during the first quarter of 2020, nagkaroon ng 17.6 unemployment, no, na rate, which is equivalent to 7.2 million individuals. This is in April 2020. So ganun po kahirap, ganun kalala ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas, especially during the first part of the global economic pandemic, no. And of course, hindi lang individuals na naapektuhan, hindi lang yung mga nawalan ng trabaho. And as a result, about 90,000 registered businesses have shut down. So marami po sa mga kilala nating business, yung mga franchises, ang nagsara, no? Imagine that, 90,000 na nagsara ng mga business. And these are just registered. So paano na lamang po yung mga unregistered, no? Yung mga online, mga businesses, no, na hindi nakapag-register. So mga naapektuhan din po sila, nagsara din po sila. So ito ang sobrang effect ng economy, no, sa atin during the pandemic. And today, we will be discussing about financial tips for entrepreneurs and small business owners, and also personal money management tips in times of pandemic. All right, so simulan na po natin, no, for financial tips for entrepreneurs and small business owners. Ayan, I have this parang quite a few tips for you guys. So una-una, create a budget and stick to it, no? Ayan, no? It's important to create a budget in order to prevent your small business from sinking into debt. And especially pag-business ka, no, it is important that you create a business or a money plan for you guys para at least makita natin kung saan pupunta yung pera natin, no? Kung halimbawa, you must be able to set aside your money for your for savings, for investment, for finances, pagpapasweldo po yan. So kailangan importante po na i-check nyo po yung budget nyo. And after that, ma-create natin kung ano man ang dapat natin gawin for our budget, no? So again, if you don't have a budget and a plan for your business, you should be able to do that also. And ayan, nakalagay dito, be mindful of your responsibilities. Take note of government permits, reports, and fees that you need to pay annually, no? Isa importante ito, especially sa ating mga business owners. If it's a new business, of course, you have to pay for the first time yung annual registrations, your BIRs, your LGU or your local government permits, no, your barangay permits also. So you have to settle down. And kung mag-renew naman kayo every year, make sure na you renew it before the end of January. Kasi karamihan po sa ating mga LGUs, meron po mga, ano yan, may mga deadlines for renewals. So, importante na makapag-renew kayo on time. Otherwise, kung hindi po kayo makapag-renew on time, magkakaroon po kayo ng penalty. And alam po sa BIR itself, 1,000 per missed report or deadline. Importante yan na ayusin natin para hindi yan dumagdag sa ating mga personal expenses or sa ating mga business expenses. So make sure na alam mo kung ano yung mga babayaran mo na reports and expenses. Yes. All right. So balik lang tayo sa Kumu. Hello Kumu. Hello guys. Sige, we will be changing our meron daw tayong concern sa ating sa ating face or sa ating profile photo. Later on, we will be changing that. So KPB4LHSG, thank you for the reminder. We'll be doing that later on. But before that, we will go back to our stream on Facebook. Thank you. And also, aside from creating a budget and being mindful of your expenses and responsibilities, you must also be able to reinvest in the business, So especially kung meron tayong mga kinita, for the past years, it's important also that you reinvest capital back in the business when your funds allow you to. Especially na kailangan mong supportahan yung business mo, So kailangan mong supportahan yung business mo, especially now na yun nga, na kapag dahil may slowdown, may mga kailangan tayong ayusin sa ating mga expenses. Kung meron man tayong mga extra, especially mga overflows ng cash flows natin, especially from our personal expenses or personal finances, baka pwede natin supportan ulit yung business natin, And also, invest in marketing and exploring new platforms yan. Especially now na nag-divert tayo sa social media marketing, or sa digital marketing, why not invest your time and also your finances in digital marketing and also explore new platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and even Kumu. You can also promote your business here in Kumu. That's maganda. And just as necessary, adapt as business circumstances changes and also pivot if you can. Ayan, di ba? Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, kung dati ang business nyo is brick and mortar, ibig sabihin meron kayong physical store. Now, dahil sa pandemic, napilitan tayo na pumunta sa Facebook or mag-live selling sa Facebook or any part ng social media. Importante yun na if you can pivot, do so. All right? And also, lastly, don't ignore your personal finances. So look after your personal finances investments as well. Hindi lang yung business, Imagine mo kasi your personal finances will definitely support your business finances. And make sure you are also paid too, Ibig sabihin, kung nagdiran ka ng business maminsan, especially sa mga business owners, minsan akala natin okay na yon na yung income natin would go straight to the business, pero make sure that you are also compensated dahil this is also a good reward for you. All right? So before we continue to our next topic, we will have another word from our sponsors. All right, so we are back on our Facebook streaming. Ayan, so ano nga bang effect ng COVID-19 sa atin no, individually? So sa ating personal finances, COVID-19 aside from the psychological and spiritual stress, aside from physical stress, mental stress rather, nagkaroon din tayo ng financial distress na tinatawag dahil naapektuhan din yung cash flow natin na tinatawag, no. Ano nga ba yung naging effect ng cash ng COVID sa ating financial aspect ng buhay natin? Unang-una, uncertainty. Hindi natin alam kung ano mangyayari, especially during the first part ng pandemya, no. Ano bang mangyayari sa atin? Kakain pa ba tayo? May darating pa bang pera sa atin? Paano yung mga customers natin, kliyente natin, yung mga bumibili sa atin, paano yung mga bayarin natin, sino magbabayad, ano na ba mangyayari, mamamatay na ba tayo, magkakaroon ba ng zombie apocalypse? Yan yung mga bagay na na-experience natin during the first part of the pandemic. Pero as the month progresses, yung nga, nagkaroon ng clarity, especially now, na medyo nagiging maayos naman na, nagiging optimistic na ang outlook natin sa pandemic na to because of paparating na ang vaccine, and slowly we are adjusting also, and hopefully dumating na yung vaccine at maturukan na tayong lahat para magkaroon na tayo ng anong tawag dito, ng immunity sa COVID-19 na yan. Aside from uncertainty, yun nga, loss of revenue or income. Marami sa atin ang nawalan ng opportunity para kumita. And because of that, naapektuhan yung ating financial na napamumuhay dahil hindi natin alam kung paano natin babayaran ang ating mga expenses. Ayan, aside from that, unexpected expenses, especially for those who were affected by the COVID-19. Ako, meron akong mga kakilala or kamag-anak na naapektuhan ng pandemya o ng COVID. So, nagkaroon ng financial distress lalo na kung saan kukunin yung pambayad sa hospital bills, no? Especially sa COVID-19. ICU ko kaagad. So, mahirap ang usaping financial during the COVID-19 pandemic. And of course, poor cash flow management. Since nagulo nga ang ating mga cash flow na tinatawag because of the pandemya, yun nga, nagkaroon ng bad or poor cash flow management. Ano ibig sabihin ng cash flow na tinatawag? Ito yung pagpasok ng pera sa atin, no? Pagpasok sa bulsa ng ating ng pera at saka paglabas. So this how money comes in and how money comes out. So technically that's how cash flow works or how cash flow is defined. And because of the loss of opportunity and loss of revenue or income sa COVID-19, nagkaroon tayo ng push ng poor cash flow management na tinatawag. Ayan. So, the next slides, I will be discussing money management tips in times of pandemic. So, this is how to create a resilient cash flow to help you manage your finances and help you combat uncertainties in life such as the COVID-19 pandemic. Ayan. So, unang tip na may bibigay ko sa inyo, you have to set clear goals and priorities, especially now, during the first year, during January or first month rather, the January or February, first part of the year. It's important that we reevaluate our goals and priorities to manage new conditions imposed by the crisis. Kung dati, ang goal natin, especially for business, or ang goal natin for our business, sabihin natin is mag-expand, mag-open sa ibang branch, at tapos ang finance individually or personally, ang goal natin is magbakasyon tayo sa summer, sa Korea or sa Japan. Definitely, because of the pandemic, we really need to reevaluate our goals and priorities for this year, no? So if you don't have yet set goals and priorities for this year, make sure that you set your goals and priorities before anything else. Now, you also need to examine your expenses and how they have changed. Tulad nga sinabi ko kanina, no? Since your priorities have changed, dati ang gusto mo milk tea, samgyupsal, panonood ng sine, party. Ngayon, ang priorities mo pambili ng face mask, pambili ng alcohol, pambili ng vitamins at pagkain para sa family mo. So yun nga, because of the pandemic, nagbago rin ang ating ang priority sa buhay. So make sure that you have set that beforehand. Now, this is the perfect perfect time nga, to discover what is also truly essential in your life, needs and wants. So aside from your day-to-day needs and wants, baka ito rin yung best time, no, para mag-isip-isip ka kung ano ba yung gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo, di ba? It's time to contemplate and reassess kung ano ba yung gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo, and especially also for your goals, for your families, for your business, and also, all right? And when setting goals, make sure to make them smart and put a price tag when applicable. And ibig sabihin, you've learned about this, no? Smart goals. That's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So yun ang ibig sabihin ng SMART, and put a price tag when applicable. So when you write down your goals, make sure na ito, indicated tong mga examples na to, no? Say for instance, ang goal mo for Q3 or end of March, yun yung timeline mo, no? End of March is makapag-ipon ka ng 5,000 pesos sa iyong bank. So that's a goal. Diba? That's actually specific. It's measurable because you set a certain amount. And is it achievable? Yeah. Technically, you still have 1 month to save for that. And is it relevant? Yes, because you're talking about spending. No, you're talking about saving. So is it time bound? Yes, because you have 1 month to do that. So yun yung time bound na ibig sabihin doon. No? Again, ibig sabihin ng SMART na objective: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. And of course, put a price tag. Ibig sabihin maglagay ka ng monetary value para at least alam mo kung how much yung tina-target mo. Hello kay Milk Treasure. Yeah, later on we will get back to you. All right. So that's our first goal. Set clear goals and priorities. Now our next goal is revisit or create a budget. Tulad kanina ng tip natin for business owners. Ang goal natin kanina is about creating a budget, no? Also, for your personal finances, we will also need to create a budget. Dahil importante yan para malaman mo kung saan mapupunta ang pera mo. Especially now na medyo may problema or at least medyo may concerns tayo about our financial status. So importante na alam mo kung saan pupunta yung pera mo para alam mo kung saan hahanapin ng pera by the end of a month or a period, no? So implement a budget if you haven't yet, no? So importante na meron kang budget. For as simple as going to the market, dapat meron kang listahan, meron kang budget para hindi ka gumagastos ng mas sobra. Ika nga, di ba? Now is the time to be disciplined about saving and sticking to a budget that will help you. Tulad ng sinabi ko, we are going through a crisis right now because of this pandemic. So importante that we are also establishing good habits, especially about saving and investing. And now is actually a good time for you to create and stick to a budget if you haven't yet. Now, may maraming mga formulas, no? Maraming mga sample of budgeting techniques na important na available online. So ito ang masasuggest ko sa inyo ngayon is the 50-30-20 rule na tinatawag. Anong ibig sabihin ng 50-30-20 rule? Now 50% daw of your income goes to necessities. Ibig sabihin lahat ng sweldo mo or 50% ng iyong sweldo should go to the necessities. Anong ibig sabihin ng necessities? Ito yung mga importante. Ito yung mga expenses mo for your family, for your food, for your utilities, kung anong-ano pang expenses na ginagamit mo for you to survive daily. So 50% should go to that. Now 30% of your income goes to wants. Ano ibig sabihin nito? 30% dapat of your revenue rather, or of your income should go to your wants. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo lang ililimit yung sarili mo na puro expenses or puro daily needs lang dapat. Nire-reward mo rin ang sarili mo, right? So, itong financial tip na to is actually good, especially for those na nabe-burn out na, no? Dahil minsan iniisip natin lahat ng pera na napupunta natin, lahat ng pera na kinikita natin rather is napupunta na lang sa expenses, di ba? So importante na kahit a little, kahit hindi 30%, at least make sure that you reward yourself para hindi ka naman totally ma-burnout. And of course, 20% of your income goes to financial goals. So dapat 20% of your income should go to saving, to building your emergency fund. Later on, we'll be discussing about emergency fund. We will also be discussing about investments later on. So at least 20% should go to that financial goal. So yung 20% na yan will help you create a buffer in the future, ika nga, no? So this will help you in case na magkaroon na naman ng panibagong pandemic tulad nito. Dahil hindi natin alam, no? Na once na ma-resolve ito, magkakaroon ba ng another pandemic or magkakaroon ba ng another emergency. Now, that 20% should be able to help you to do that. So that's our second tip for you. Revisit or create a budget if you haven't yet. All right? Next is to build an emergency fund. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng emergency fund? Emergency fund is ito yung fund mo or yung savings mo na allocated lang sa mga bagay na importante or mga financial emergencies na tinatawag. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng emergency? Iba-iba po yan, no? Pwede ang emergency ko is iba sa emergency mo. Say for instance, a medical emergency is considered my emergency. Sa iyo halimbawa, ang emergency is for loss of income due to sabihin natin for educational funding, that's also an emergency. So, ang importante, ang pagkakasunduan lang po natin, ang ibig sabihin ng emergency fund po is importante po yan dapat. Yan yung medyo life-threatening or life-altering. Ang example po ng hindi emergency ay ayan, yung tulad ng paparating ngayon, 3-3 na flash sale, yung Lazada sale or Shopee sale, hindi po yan emergency. Add to cart, hindi po yan emergency. Yan, yung pagbili ng bagong gadget, may bagong iPhone 12, hindi po yan emergency. Now, importante na when you create an emergency fund, this fund will only be allocated and spent when these things happen. No? So ano ba yung ibig sabihin or gaano ba karami dapat yung emergency fund na iniipon natin? Now, consider building an emergency fund for unforeseen events yan. Tulad nito, pandemic or may accident or may magkasakit or kung ano pa mang hindi natin inaasahan na kailangan natin gastusan ng malaki. Ito po yung mga emergency funds na tinatawag. So general rule, dapat meron kang 3 to 6 months worth of your monthly expenses. Just in case na hindi ka nga makapagtrabaho, merong tutos-tos para sa emergency fund. Pero because of this pandemic nga na nangyayari ngayon, hindi yung general rule before na 3 to 6 months, mukhang kailangan nating stretch pa eh. Mukhang kailangan pang 1 year dapat, no? Dahil hindi natin alam na tulad ngayon, we are on a pandemic, we are actually 1 year na, nag-anniversary na tayo, nag-first anniversary na tayo. Actually, mag 1 year pa lang pala tayo by March 15, no? So imaginein mo kung wala kang business opportunity or income opportunity or revenue opportunity for the 1 year, tas wala ka pang ipon, no? So yun na lang ang kailangan mong paghandaan for the emergency fund. Alright, so yan, that is our 30 tip for today, build an emergency fund. So ang first tip natin, set clear goals. Second would be create a budget if you haven't yet. And third is build an emergency fund. So before we continue to our next tips, we will have another commercial for you guys. Thank you to our sponsors. GNBN. Hello guys. And we are back on Facebook streaming, guys, and we are also on Kumusta. Hello guys on Kumu. Ayan, so we are continuing our tips for creating a financial a sound financial plan for the pandemic. Alright, make money, earn money. Yan, ito yung tawag ng investment na ni-discuss ko kanina. So paano mo nga ba gagawin na yung pera mo would be able to earn money for you? This is sinasabi nila is how people or how rich people get richer. Ika nga, paano yumayaman ang mga mas yumayaman ang mayayaman. It's because of that, no? This is earning money while you sleep through investment. So ito yung mga financial instruments, no, para kumita ang pera natin. Just a step back, kung i-differentiate lang natin kung ano yung active income at saka passive income, no. Active income is yung income or yung revenue na kukuha natin when we do our jobs, our professions, when we execute or exercise our professions. Kapag mga commissions yan, ibig sabihin meron tayong physical or active involvement, kaya siya active income. Ang passive income naman na tinatawag, ito yung passive income na kinikita mo or ng tao kapag not necessarily na nagtatrabaho ka. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Kapag may investments ka sa stocks, nag-earn ka na ng interest sa yung mga properties or investments, yan ang tinatawag ng passive income. So, ang goal natin is for everyone to have passive income para at least pwede pa rin tayong kumita ng pera kahit natutulog tayo, di ba? Yung mga mayaman, yung mga ang mga sino pa bang mayaman, mga business tycoons dito sa Pilipinas, Pangilinan, the Ayalas, the Zobels, yan, this is how they get rich, no? Through passive income, through their investments. Pero ang tip lang, if you invest, do not put all your eggs in one basket, diversify. Ibig sabihin nito, magkaroon tayo ng balanced investment portfolio, hindi lang tayo sa isang type of investment maglalagay. Para in case na mag-down yung business na yon or yung type of investment na yon, hindi lahat babagsak yung investment natin. So at least, ibig sabihin nito, say for instance, nag-invest ka sa stocks, nag-invest ka sa mutual funds, nag-invest ka sa insurance, nag-invest ka sa real estate. So iba-iba yung investment mo. So importante that you do that, no? Just in case na bumagsak yung real estate, hindi maapektuhan yung ibang investment mo. So ibig sabihin nito, you diversify your investments. And also, during the time of pandemic, take advantage of lower interest rates. Ibig sabihin, mas mababa po ang pag-purchase ng mga properties ngayon, ang pag-purchase ng insurance, ng investment plans, investment products. Since due to the pandemic, marami pong nagpapababa ng interest para lang mag-invest ang mga tao. So make sure that you take advantage of that. And also, take advantage of online technology to manage your money, no? So make sure na since you're logged on to your mobile phones, your social media pages, maraming mga ways for you to monitor, no? May mga mobile apps for you to monitor the stocks, the movements of your mutual funds, of your investments through mobile applications. So make sure that you also take advantage of the online technology. And lastly, don't liquidate your long-term investments. Ano ibig sabihin nito mga long-term investments? Ito yung mga real estate, yung mga insurance yan. So especially during the first part of the pandemic, no, medyo natakot tayo dahil yung stock market bumagsak. So wag po natin i-liquidate. Ibig sabihin nito, wag po natin siyang ibebenta. Kasi, sabi nga nila, ang lahat ng bagay na bumabagsak, eventually tataas yan. So, tulad ng sinabi ko, yung stock price before the March 2020, sobrang baba yan. Pero ngayon, slowly recovering ng economy ng Pilipinas. So, yung ating mga long-term investments, tuloy-tuloy na makakabawi yan. So make sure na kung ano man ang long-term investment nyo, and especially na wala naman kayong kailangan na immediate for your financial activities, so wag na muna natin gagalawan yung long-term investment. So that's it. Make money, earn money. So make sure that you invest. Make sure that you diversify and make sure that you invest now if you are able to do so. Now, kung halimbawa naman po, wala pa tayong extra, wala pa tayong sobrang pera na tinatawag, wag po muna tayo mag-invest. Make sure that we fulfill the need muna na pag-create na ma-meet ang ating mga daily needs, magkaroon ng savings and magkaroon ng emergency fund before you step on or at least thinking about investing, no? Alright? So next step, protect your family by getting insured. Ano ibig sabihin nito? If you're familiar about insurance, no? Insurance is actually an investment, a type of investment product wherein we are protecting your income through the insurance policy, of course, no? So paano nga ba nag-work yung insurance, no? Mapoprotekta natin yung income and your family's future by getting insurance coverage for death or critical illness. Now, in case something happens to you, ikaw na breadwinner, if you are insured, mai-insure ka or at least hindi ano nga ba yun, mapapacify ka or marerelax ka na ang buhay ng pamilya mo will not be affected in case something happens to you. Ibig sabihin nito, unfortunately, sabihin natin, if you pass on due to death or critical illness, may iwan na pera para sa family mo for their educational fund, for their educational needs, for their daily needs. Yan po ang insurance na tinatawag. No? So aside from that, hindi lamang po usapang patay ang insurance. So now, you can also build your educational funds, your educational needs for your children, especially by creating or choosing an insurance product with guaranteed cash benefits and endowments. So pwede na rin yan, no? Habang nagka-college yung anak nyo, magkakaroon siya ng parang steady flow of money na para maging allowance niya or especially parang for special projects, for their tuition. Insurance products are also geared towards answering that specific need. And lastly, if say for instance, alam mo naman na you're preparing towards your old age, insurance also is a good material or a good investment for your retirement. So meron tayong mga insurance na merong investment components na pwede nyo i-maximize dahil lalaki yan at lalaki over the years. Now, you have to remember guys, especially familiar na kayo or medyo famous to ngayon yung VUL na tinatawag, yung Variable Universal Life Insurance. This is a long-term insurance product, no? Before anything else, it is an insurance product. So minsan kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng maling notion na pag sinabing VUL, kikita ka na on the first year, on the second year. No, more than anything, it's an insurance product. So it will benefit especially people that you will be leaving behind in case of your passing. Now, the investment component will help you pay for your insurance in the future. It will also grow eventually and be invested into different marketing instruments, into investments. Kaya naman siya nag-grow over the years. So, ma-appreciate lang po natin yung VUL na tinatawag over, sabihin natin, 5 years or 10 years time dahil doon lang po lumalaki ang ating investments. So, ang VUL is maganda po siya especially because you have an insurance product in one hand and it's also an investment product on the other hand. So, hindi mo lang pinaprotektahan yung self mo and yung family mo in case something happens to you. But also, you are given a chance to build your money or through the investment na tinatawag. Na yung perang to, na sabihin natin sobrang malaki naman ang ginanda ng buhay mo over the years. And also, healthy ka and hindi ka nagkakasakit at hindi ka pa, kumbaga maging maganda naman yung buhay mo over the years. Pwede mong gamitin yung insurance product na to na VUL as a retirement. So you can get a portion of it para pambayad sa yung travel abroad or pambayad sa yung real estate na binili sa condo or house and that. So pwede mong gamitin yan. Now, if any questions about insurance, you can reach out to your financial advisor. You can talk to me. I'm actually a licensed financial advisor. All right? So that's it, no? So make sure that you protect your family by getting insured. Now, next is manage your debt and expenses. We talked about cash flow kanina, no? Yung pagpasok at paglabas ng pera natin or anything in between. Also, the activities, our financial activities is also part of our cash flow. Ibig sabihin po yan, lahat ng ating sweldo, lahat ng perang papasok, lahat ng income, ng interest, also our debts and expenses. So make sure that this COVID-19 season, pandemya, na you make sure that you manage your debt and expenses. Now, if you are able to do so, cut back on non-essential spends. Tulad ko, mga milk tea fans dyan, no? Kung dati, araw-araw kayo nagmi-milk tea, baka ngayon pwedeng every other day na lang or at least once a week para lang makatipid, no? Cut back on non-essential spends. Especially yung mga hindi naman kailangan na spending. Wag po na muna natin gagawin. Alright, then manage your debt. Now, especially if you're having difficulties meeting your financial obligations, contact your bank or creditor and try to negotiate comfortable terms. So, minsan, yung mga banks, yung mga credit card companies or yung mga loan companies, they would allow you to create parang a plan for you to settle your utang smoothly para since hindi ka nga makakapagbayad one time, big time, pwede mo naman siyang bayaran on a monthly basis. That's something that you could create or settle with your banks on your financial obligations. All right? And especially, ang cash flow also not just about money going out, but also we should manage money coming in. So we should also click or look for find or new sources of income na tinatawag. So dapat kung ang business natin dati or kung ang personal na finances natin nakadepende lang tayo sa ating trabaho, why not capitalize or on our hobbies, no? Kung diba sabihin natin, magaling naman tayo magluto or magaling tayong mag-plancha or maglinis, pwede tayong mag-offer ng services natin ng ating mga products, pwede tayong mag-sell online. Kung meron ka namang magaling ka namang kumanta or magaling kang mag-video create or maging content creator, pwede ka dito sa Kumu or sa YouTube or sa Facebook Live. So pwede mo i-capitalize on that, no? So make sure na may mga perang pumapasok din, especially now kung ano ba ikaw naman ay business owner, no? Kailangan mo mag-pivot, kailangan mo kung dati kang brick and mortar business ka lang, baka kailangan mo na rin mag-online selling na tinatawag. So make sure you do that. So manage your debt and expenses also. And lastly, ito yung last tip natin for today. Now, take care of yourself and your health. So since we're just talking about financial wellness, we're also about talking yung holistic approach natin, no? Sabi nga nila, hindi natin maalagaan yung usaping financial kung hindi naman natin maalagaan yung sarili natin. So make sure that you take care of yourself above all else and keep a healthy mind, heart, and soul. Okay lang yung pang Netflix sometimes, but make sure na wag laging magpupuyat kasi kailangan alagaan natin yung ating immune system na hindi tayo babagsak. Kasi pag once na bumagsak ang immune system natin, mahihirapan naman tayo mag-cope sa mga sakit. Mamaya, madali pa tayo ng COVID. No? So make sure that you keep a healthy mind, heart, and soul. So make sure that you maintain good relationships also with the people around you. If you have questions or concerns about your finances, talk to your family, your loved ones, your friends. So aside from that, yan, usaping puso naman, make sure you take care of yourself. And also your soul. Yan, magmuni-muni tayo. Whatever your religion or your belief is, importante yan na you connect to yourself, to your soul, mag-reflect tayo kung tama ba yung ginagawa natin, kung ano ba yung mga gusto natin gawin natin sa buhay. Yan. So make sure na keep a healthy mind, heart, and soul. And also, be consistent and remain focused. So, alam natin na itong pandemic na ito, sobrang marami tayong ginagawa, maraming nangyayari sa paligid, maraming natin kailangan gawin, maraming kailangan isipin. So make sure na mag-focus lang tayo sa mga bagay na importante at mga gusto natin gawin. Tulad nito, we are talking about our financial difficulties, our financial distress, our financial status. So make sure that if you really would like to overcome yung problem natin when it comes to money, make sure that you also focus, of course, on your goals and your priorities in life. Tulad na sinabi ko, just follow the tips that I provided a while ago. We will be able to create a habit for you to do that. Now, remember that great things take time to build. Trust the process. No, tulad dyan sa mga kaway-kawayan, sa mga kapwa ko millennials there. No? Sa mga millennials na masyadong instant, gusto natin na pag may mga bagay na gusto natin mangyari, gusto natin the next day or the next week, minsan nga, isang snap lang ng finger, yung results gusto na natin makuha. Minsan, especially pag usaping pera, takes time. No? Minsan, kailangan mo talagang pagtrabahuhan din, kailangan mong pag-isipan, kailangan pagbigyan ng time and attention, and trust the process. Huwag kang bibitiw, ika nga, di ba? So manalig ka lang na kaya mo at kakayanin mo yan with of course, with the help of the people around you. So trust the process, ika nga. And then, celebrate milestones by rewarding yourself at times, and this will give you a sense of fulfillment and help you appreciate what you have done so far. Doon sinabi ko kanina, mahirap ang problema ngayon during pandemic. Mahirap. It's not just for you, it's for everyone else, diba? So we make sure that for 2021 we thrive, we become successful, and importante na minsan mag-celebrate din tayo, minsan mag-milk tea, mag-samgyupsal ka kung kaya. Pat yourself in the back dahil napakagaling mo at you are doing well, and you are doing just fine, ika nga. And make sure that you stick to your plan and make sure that you trust the process. And things will eventually be better for everyone else and for you, all right? So, just to summarize, personal money management tips in times of pandemic. First, you set clear goals and priorities. Second, revisit and create a budget. And then third, build an emergency fund. Fourth, make money, earn money through investments. Fifth, get insured to make sure you protect yourself. Insured yourself now. And then next is manage your debt and expenses. And lastly, take care of yourself and your health. So, importante po yan dahil hindi natin magagawa lahat ng plano natin na gusto natin gawin sa buhay natin if we are not taking care of ourselves. So, yun lamang po, no? So, take note of the tips that I have shared with you guys. So, guys, yun lang. Thank you. So, if you have any questions or concerns, I'm flashing my socials for you guys. You can contact me for a free financial planning for a free financial planning. All right, and also don't forget, kita nyo ba? Katli that Sulong Negosyo episode 9, F9. So make sure that you check this out. That's cutt.ly/Sulong Negosyo episode 9. Make sure that you follow this link for a survey for any violent reactions or concerns or questions that you would like to have in the future episodes of Sulong Negosyo, or just in case na meron lang kayong gustong malaman about personal financing, you can do that also. You can also message me for individual or free financial planning. I also give one-on-one financial planning for you guys. All right. So before we do that, let me just stop sharing my screen and let me just go back to my previous screen. Ayan. To our Sulong Negosyo. Hold on. All right, kamusta kayo sa Kumu? All right, let me share my screen. If you have any questions or concerns, just share them over sa ating Facebook page or sa ating Kumu page if you have one. All right. Now, again, we would like to thank you, and I hope you learned something from me today. Watch out for our next episode as we will be broadcasting live, hopefully on Zoom and Facebook and also on Kumu. All right? And then, again, a word from our sponsors. Share ko lang ang aking screen ulit. Especially sa mga GCash, sa ating mga merchants. If you are not on GCash yet, make sure that you enroll your business now. Is your business on GCash? So get your own GCash merchant account at no cost while enjoying exclusive deals. Mag-GCash ka na. So email sales@boostml.com for details. All right. And don't forget to follow our social media pages. Our Facebook group, that's at Sulong Negosyo PH. Our Facebook page for our business and Instagram page, that's Boost MNL Tech. And then for previous episodes of our webinar series, you can check our YouTube page, the Boost MNL, and also our LinkedIn pages for articles and knowledge sharing na binibigay namin for you guys. All right? And next commercial then, we are, again, if you would like to get your e-certificates or your surveys, and if you would like to know the chance for you to have a free financial planning, a one-on-one, and also a chance for you to win our social media content page. We will be emailing that to you. So make sure to register, guys. That's https:// to cutt.ly/Sulong Negosyo EP9 for episode 9. Again, that's https://cutt.ly/Sulong Negosyo episode 9 for survey and e-certificates. Alright? And again, maraming salamat partners dito sa Sulong Negosyo. Ikaw ang bida. I am Aris. I am your host for today on behalf of Jared Anton from Boost MNL. Maraming pong salamat. And maraming salamat sa inyo sa Kumu. Hello, Tam1513. Hello, Zuhan. Hello, Joy Escala. Hello, Mick Trece. Hello, Vanessa Denorod. Hello, CJ Tudillas. Hello, Jaden. Hello, Exokun. Hello sa inyo lahat. Hopefully, you have learned something from me today. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye till our next episode for Sulong Negosyo. Bye!